All right, let's just get right into it. You think you know vanilla, don't you? You think it's that simple, plain, the default flavor for everything. Well, I'm going to have to be the one to tell you what you think of as vanilla is almost certainly a lie. The real thing? Oh, the real thing is a botanical miracle. It's one of the most ridiculously labor-intensive flavors on the entire planet.
And no, I'm not just being dramatic here. That vanilla ice cream you love so much, that vanilla latte you can't start your day without, chances are it's a very, very convincing chemical illusion. Yeah, we've all been tricked. And today, we're going to pull back that curtain.
So get this. Here's the number that blows this whole thing wide open. A staggering 99% of all the vanilla consumed in the world, it doesn't come from a vanilla bean at all. It's a chemical copy. That's right. Let that sink in. Nearly every single time you've tasted vanilla, you've been tasting a substitute cooked up in a factory.
And this right here just shows you how absurd the whole situation is. On one side, you've got real vanilla, which comes from this beautiful, delicate tropical orchid. And on the other side, the stuff we actually eat, a chemical substitute made from, of all things, wood pulp and petrochemicals. I'm not kidding. We have literally trained our own taste buds to think that processed wood tastes like a rare tropical flower.
Okay, so the secret to this whole deception comes down to one single chemical, vanillin. Now, vanillin is the main flavor note in a real vanilla bean, absolutely, but it's just one note in a huge complex orchestra of flavors. And because it's just one simple chemical, it is incredibly easy and dirt cheap to make in a lab.
Which, of course, begs the question, right? If the real stuff is so much better, why on earth did we go to all the trouble of inventing a fake version from wood pulp? Why bother? Well, it's because growing real vanilla, it's a complete and utter biological nightmare.
And it all starts with something that just sounds biologically impossible. The vanilla orchid's flower, the part that actually makes the bean, it only opens for a few hours. We're talking a window of maybe 3 hours, tops. And that happens just once a year. If a farmer misses that tiny window, the flower just wilts and dies. That's it. Game over. No vanilla from that plant for another whole year.
And because that window is so impossibly short, you can forget about nature doing the work. There are no bees that are specialized for this, no wind, no machines that can do it. Every single vanilla bean that has ever been grown for us to eat is the result of a person standing in front of a flower with a little wooden needle performing delicate surgery. They have to manually lift up this tiny membrane and then press the pollen parts together all by hand, one flower at a time.
And if you think the hard part's over after that high-stakes 3-hour pollination, think again. The work has barely even started. That little bean then has to mature on the vine for about 8 long months. And even after it's harvested, it's still not ready. It has to be cured for several more months just to develop that flavor and aroma we know. I mean, talk about an exercise in extreme patience.
All of this unbelievable labor puts vanilla in a very, very exclusive club. Really, the only other spice that even comes close in terms of price and manual effort is saffron. You know, the one that requires harvesting 75,000 individual flower throats to make a single pound. So when you buy real vanilla, you're not just buying a spice, you're buying nearly a year of someone's dedicated, focused human attention.
And all of that work, all that patience, it results in a flavor that is just completely unmatched. A real vanilla pod has hundreds of different aromatic compounds. It creates this flavor that's creamy and floral and sweet and woody and incredibly complex. The artificial vanillin? Well, that's just that one single flat note. It's truly the difference between hearing a single key being plinked on a piano and hearing a full symphony orchestra.
So, why did we settle for just the one note? Why did we pick the piano plink over the orchestra? Honestly, because the world wanted a vanilla symphony, but it wanted it on a kazoo budget. The orchid just couldn't keep up. The artificial stuff is cheap, it's consistent, it's easy to ship. We basically traded an authentic botanical miracle for something that fit neatly on a spreadsheet and could satisfy the massive global demand. We chose convenience over complexity.
So let's just recap the sheer insanity of this. We took a flavor that is born from a year-long process of painstaking manual labor that hinges entirely on a frantic 3-hour window of opportunity, and we successfully and convincingly replaced it with a chemical that comes from wood pulp. Now, that's absolutely wild.